So I'm gonna rush to make and upload 100 videos to YouTube as fast as I possibly can. There's 4 to 5 main reasons why, and they're all pretty connected, so let's get right into it. Number one, I'm only gonna get better at this thing through the reps. The repetition of doing this over and over again is what's going to help me get better at it. There's really no way around it. It's pretty simple, right? I want to get pretty good at these commentaries. I want to get good at making the videos. I've done content creation in short form, and I have a decent amount of experience with it, but with long form content, 5 to 10 minutes plus, I don't have really any experience. Like I said in the first video, if you watched it, this is my first commentary, well now my second commentary in 10 years, and I want to get pretty good at it. I want to do it for me. I don't know if there's anything that's going to come from it, but I'm only going to get better through the reps, so I need to get it out the way. I'm going to gain the confidence. I'm going to know how to edit better. I'm going to get better with my speaking, my tonality, my inflection, all the things that make a really good commentary, at least the commentary part of it, is only going to get better with repetition. I can watch all the videos. I can game plan and plot. I can do all of the things, right? But if I don't actually do the commentaries, if I don't actually work on the action, I'm never going to get better at it. And I know that. So that's going to lead me right to my second point. At this moment, nobody cares, right? I have one video that I've made, and it has about 13 views as of right now in 3 days. Nobody cares. Even if somebody is watching this, which I don't expect anybody to, they don't care, right? I'm not their favorite YouTuber. I'm not their favorite content creator. I'm not their favorite Call of Duty player. So it really does not matter. So the faster I can get to 100 videos, if I can rush through all of them while nobody cares, while I don't have a real audience, by the time I do get the audience, I'm going to be set. I'm going to have some experience under my belt. And if I'm not, I'm never going to be perfect at it, but I'm at least going to have more experience than I currently have. If I blow up after 5 videos, then hey, I'm glad I rushed through and got through those 5 videos. By the time I get to 100 videos, I'm going to be even better than I was in my 5th video. I think this one is pretty simple. That takes me to the next one. Improving the skill. I want to be a very good communicator. I want to be an extremely good communicator. I'm a pretty good communicator in other facets. Like I said, I've worked on short form content. I have no problem getting on a mic and speaking. I've done commentaries, or I at least practiced commentaries as a kid, so I have no problem talking to a mic or to a computer or to a phone, really talking to myself as if I'm talking to an audience. That's not something that really phases me, right? I've spoken in front of hundreds of people in a person-to-person communication basis. That's an entirely different story. I'm not going to lie. Keeping people updated on things, remembering to tell people things. We're not going to go there. But as far as just talking and knowing the different types of body language and when to change myself, just oral communication, I feel like I'm pretty solid with it, but I want to improve the skill. I want to get better at editing. I want to get better at looking at analytics and noting different things and figuring out where I need to change. And that's only going to happen through idea number 1, getting through the reps. I improve the skills. It makes me better overall. And of course, I'm doing it while nobody cares. So by the time I do have some type of audience, even if I never get the audience on YouTube, but by the time I have some type of audience, in my real life studies, in my real life work, I'll have improved communication skills, and that is worth more than a lot of people really know. Now, with that being said, my 4th reason, if I get through these 100 videos, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? You rush through these videos, you don't know which way it's going to go, but I feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel, no matter which way it goes. By the time I upload my 100th video, I don't know if I have 1,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 5 subscribers, or 0, right? But there's going to be some type of light at the end of this tunnel, whether it be, like I said, working on my communication skills, whether I get better at Call of Duty, I improve on something. There's going to be some type of benefit that comes from this, and that's why I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, with rushing through 100 videos, it doesn't mean that I'm rushing through to just upload something just to upload it. I'm still going to work on it. I'm still going to put good effort into it. I look at this as a craft that I'm currently in the beginning stages of honing in, and it means something to me, right? But I still want to get through them as fast as I can while maintaining this standard, which gets me into my last point. I have 0 expectations for this YouTube channel, right? Like I said, I uploaded a few days ago. It has less than 10 views. Maybe by the time this goes up, it'll have 15 views at most, right? I don't have any expectations. It doesn't mean that I expect low numbers. It means that I don't expect low numbers, high numbers, medium numbers, or any type of numbers. But what I do expect from this is for my own personal growth. Like I said, with the light at the end of the tunnel, something is coming from this. I can't tell what it is. I don't know what the future holds for me. I could have everything that I've ever wanted as a teenager, wanting to play Call of Duty, and this is what it ends up being for me. I could have none of that by the end of my 100 videos. I could make 100 videos by the end of next week. It could take me 4 years to accomplish the 100 videos, right? No matter what the time frame is, I don't have a real structured explanation or expectation for it. No matter what the subscriber count is going to be, I don't have a real expectation for it. The only thing I expect is that I try this and that I put as much effort as I can into it, and I'm going to put my best foot forward, and I'm going to get something from it, right? There's no my goal is this, right? I don't have any of that. But I know that if I get through and I do this 100 times, and 100, that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? But something good is coming from it. And that's really what it is for me at the end of the day. So this is the second video out of 100. I mean, I do have some old videos. If you go on my channel, you can see I was trick shotting back then. You know, I had a commentary where I, played free for all to 29 and trick shotted for the 30th one. I didn't hit a shot, but it was a live com and I was happy. And I talked about stuff, even though I wasn't really talking about anything. Anywho, these are the 5 reasons why I'm in a rush to make and upload 100 videos to YouTube as fast as I possibly can. And honestly, I'm really excited for it, you know? Even though I'm not expecting anything specific, I do want to have fun with this. This is what I've wanted ever since I was a kid. And even though that want faded away just in the life of being an adult and navigating through my 20s, this is still something that I want to do after all these years. It's something that now that I have the chance, the opportunity, the money to buy the equipment, the time outside of my work and my personal life, this is something that I'm super excited for, right? So it's not like I'm dragging myself to make 100 videos and drag myself of doing something that I hate 100 times. This is something that I am elated to do on a regular basis, just thinking about it. And I really don't see any downside to uploading 100 videos as fast as I can, other than what I might have to sacrifice to spend the time doing this. But because this is something that fulfills me and makes me happy, I don't even see it as a sacrifice. I see it as a rite of passage and something that I can continue to use to make my younger self happy. If you're watching this video by any chance and you want to leave a like, I heavily appreciate it. If you tell me, if you want to comment, tell me what it is you want to do as a teenager or as a kid that as an adult you might have forgotten about that you can now do now that you have the resources to do so. I would love to have a conversation about it because you're actually watching me do mine in real time. And also, I'm trying to get better at, getting gameplays together. I haven't played Call of Duty in years and I'm rusty, but, if you're watching the video, I appreciate you all the same.